Okay, everybody, the time has finally come. Whoopi Goldberg has been silencing conservative viewpoints, dismissing guests as inconsequential, and acting as though the View is her own space for years. This time, however, she confronted someone who refused to back down.
If you don't have anything to say, you blab. You just go on and on and on and on and on and on and on.
Karoline is that individual, and she didn't mince words.
Voters do not agree with these despicable women on The View. They are wildly out of touch with the vast majority of Americans, and frankly, they should seek immediate help.
This was a whole public demolition, not only a dispute. Karoline didn't mince words. We've never seen the panel go so silent as she did when she called out Whoopi's hypocrisy and silenced her arguments, and now the reaction is exploding. ABC execs are in a panic. There are rumors of significant layoffs, and Whoopi may be leaving the company permanently. What specifically did Karoline say that embarrassed Whoopi on live television? This is something you don't want to miss. For more uncensored confrontations and frank political discussions, hit the like button and subscribe before we get started. Have you already signed up? Fantastic. Let's begin.
I said something yesterday that really pissed me off. And that was, she said, there will be no wokeness here. Oh, yeah. Let me explain something to you. Because without that wokeness, you might not have that job.
Yeah. The most divisive and disgusting speech that any president, certainly in my lifetime, has ever given. He essentially waged war on half of the country by saying that we are all a threat to democracy because we believe in putting America first. It's not radical to want to put your country and your own people first. It's not radical to want to have a strong border, a strong military, and to unleash the might of your own economy, not economies around the world. You know, we have seen cultural Marxism trickling its way through every institution in this country. The public school system, the higher education university system, Hollywood, big tech, the corrupt mainstream media that I fought against in President Trump's White House are indoctrinating my generation of Americans into hating our country, hating one another based on race and gender and sex and all of this other BS, quite frankly.
As anticipated, things quickly became ugly when Whoopi, Joy Behar, and the other members of The View attempted to lecture Karoline Leavitt about wokeness, which sparked a meltdown. Whoopi rolled her eyes in a typical arrogant manner. Joy Behar, meanwhile, couldn't help but make one of her trademark sour comment.
I think she's probably been put in there because, according to Donald Trump, she's a 10. You know that's what it is.
I want to be clear, though. It's not her first job. It was her first press briefing. She worked in the previous Trump administration.
Well, so they're now evaluating women according to their appearance. This is unbelievable hypocrisy. Unless they are conservative, these are the same individuals who say they favor women. After then, it's all about assaulting, disparaging, and making fun of.
Do you want to take this?
So you cannot be attractive and smart? I will try to give Joy the benefit of, well, thank you. I try to give Joy the benefit of the doubt that she didn't see that briefing. Because if you saw that yesterday on numerous topics, no big binder, I think she might have had a different impression of this young woman who held her own.
I mean, you would have to give her the benefit of the doubt that she did absolutely no research or reading about anything dealing with Karoline Leavitt before she made that remark. Because Karoline Leavitt worked, I mean, she went to St. Anselm College. She worked for WMUR
Ran for
TV.
Congress?
In New Hampshire, she ran for Congress at the age of 25, put out a very good campaign. She lost by 8 or 9 points, but she still put on a good campaign. Then she was the press secretary for the Trump campaign, going on TV literally every day.
Well, heavily pregnant and a new mom.
Pregnant. Yeah, she's a new mother. And then she goes out yesterday and gives an... And this, again, this is speaking very objectively, because I've watched every press secretary since going back to Marlon Fitzwater. Yeah, I'm that old. And she went out there for her very first briefing at the age of 27 years old, the youngest press secretary ever, and did a terrific job of
Here's where it gets interesting. Though Karoline didn't flinch or trip.
Completely out of touch with reality. And you're right, ABC should wake up.
Colleagues, I would like to talk about Joe Biden and Donald Trump, who you work for.
I am stating facts that your colleagues have stated in the past.
Okay,
now, as
I'm
for
sorry,
this
guys.
debate,
We're going to come back out to the panel. Karoline, thank you very much for your time.
That was so good. That was so good. In a statement afterwards, this young lady claimed her, quote, on-air snub proves that you-know-who will not be treated fairly in the upcoming debate. Now, do you think this is going to make people doubt whether CNN can stay objective, or is this more the same of, everybody's against me, it's all rigged, I tell you? Is everything rigged?
No, it's their MO. That's what they do. Rachel Maddow said last week, she's like, if the election is lost, it was rigged. If there's a debate, then the moderator...
Whoopi, do you even hear yourself? Retorted Carolina. You advocate for women's empowerment. But when a conservative woman achieves success, you blame her appearance. The true kind of sexism is that. Boom. The crowd fell silent. Not even Joy Behar, who is usually the queen of interrupts, spoke. Carolina, however, wasn't finished. Wokeness isn't about equality, she went on. It is a political tool for silencing dissenting opinions. And on this show, Whoopi, you demonstrate it every single day. The audience let out a gasp. Social media took off in a matter of minutes. Carolina owns a View and Whoopi Exposed were popular across the country.abc. 2. They had gone into full-blown panic. For what followed, it only got worse. I see.
While I vow to provide the truth from this podium, we ask that all of you in this room hold yourselves to that same standard. We know for a fact there have been lies that have been pushed by many legacy media outlets in this country about this president, about his family, and we will not accept that. We will call you out when we feel that your reporting is wrong or there is misinformation about this White House.
Boo. She's got more.
I would like to point out to each and every one of you that in 2024, when Joe Biden was in the Oval Office, or upstairs in the residence sleeping, I'm not so sure, egg prices increased 65% in this country.
Bam!
Executives at ABC were stunned. Reports began to circulate that advertisers were becoming anxious, producers were upset with Whoopi, and even some devoted viewers of The View were abandoning her. The true shocker then came. Whoopi Goldberg was inexplicably missing from the following program. And the official comment from ABC? Whoopi is pondering the recent conversations. Yes, of course. We are all aware of the true meaning of that. The View spokesperson, Whoopi Goldberg, was in danger of being fired. However, the consequences didn't end there. At this point, ABC must decide whether to make changes and balance the show or to go all out and risk canceling it. Because, let's face it, controversy is what The View is all about. However, it's over when the negative reaction outweighs the increase in ratings. And now, ABC is treading extremely carefully. Viewers are tuning off, advertisers are retreating, and their credibility is being damaged. Is it possible that Karoline Leavitt just put the last nail in the coffin? Now it's your turn. Was the most memorable moment in The View's history the Carolina takedown? Did Whoopi go too far at last? Does she merit her dismissal? To ensure you don't miss any breaking news or unedited takedowns, leave your opinions in the comment section below and press the like and subscribe buttons before you leave.